Hi from Sarah and welcome back to my Tunisian stitches collection. Today with this stitch, this lovely stitch, which is called the Tunisian Half Double Crochet stitch. But in spite of its name, the Tunisian Half Double Crochet is not created as you would for a Tunisian double crochet. So it's fairly different, but I will show you it's extremely easy and quick to memorize and do. As you see, it has no particular curling tendencies, and this is the back of the work, which is rather nice. But let's begin. So here I am. Let's see this half double crochet Tunisian stitch. Here, as you see, I have not started with a standard traditional foundation row, because the Tunisian half double crochet has a foundation row of its own, which is done in this way. Here I have started from a chain of 10 stitches only, the first loop on the hook already counting as stitch number 1. What I do next is I will yarn over like this, and then I will insert the hook as if as I normally do for a foundation row, either frontally or in the back bump of the next chain stitch. So here I am. Yarn over, pull through and drop a loop. And this is what I will repeat throughout the forward pass. So I yarn over and insert the hook in the next chain. Obviously, the fact that I do a yarn over before every stitch means that at the end of the forward pass I will find myself with almost double so many stitches on the hook as I have originally chained. But this is the stitch pattern, it's absolutely okay. So once again, yarn over and insert the hook. Yarn over, insert the hook. Yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over and insert the hook. Once again, for the last time, I yarn over and insert the hook. So since I have originally started with a chain of 10 stitches, at the end of the forward pass I will find myself with double so many stitches minus 1 stitch. So 10 times 2 is 20, minus 1 is 19. So I should have 19 loops on the hook right now. Let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Perfect. Now with the return pass. The return pass for this stitch is very simple, but it's not the standard one. It's done like this. At the beginning, as usual, we yarn over and pull through 1 loop only. Okay? Then I will yarn over and pull through 3 loops together, instead of pulling through 2 loops together as I usually do in our standard return pass. So once again, yarn over and pull through 3. Yarn over, pull through 3. And I will do so until the end of the return pass, which coincides with the end of the row, and until I'm left with 1 stitch on the hook. So here I am, and this was row number 1 and the foundation row for this kind of stitch. Now, if you look at the texture the stitch produces already, in spite of it being only row number 1, you can see that there are upturned V's created by the previous row, like this one, where the first vertical bar is a little bit in relief, and the second one forming the upturned V is a little bit hidden. Well, not hidden, but it's a little bit flatter, let's say. So what I do now on row number 2 is I yarn over again, And then I need to insert the hook under the upturned V, so under both of the upturned vertical bars, forming the upturned V, like this. Yarn over, pull through, and draw a loop. And this is how I will proceed across the forward pass. So yarn over, look for the upturned V. Here it is. You can see it. And this is where I insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, and drop a loop. Yarn over. So once again, I will find myself at the end of the forward pass with 19 stitches, 19 loops on the hook instead of 10. So now I am almost at the end of the forward pass. This is my last upturned V. So I will work under it. Then I am at the end of the forward pass. Here is my border stitch. But let's not forget to make a last yarn over. And then I will proceed making a neat closing stitch under this last border stitch. So inserting the hook both under the front vertical bar and its back vertical bar. Yarn over, pull through, and drop a final loop. Okay, if you have any doubts and you don't want to forget any stitches, then do count the stitches as you pull them up. Okay, and the return pass is the one I've already shown you for this stitch pattern. That is to say, I yarn over and pull through one loop only first, and then I yarn over and pull through 3 loops together until the end of the row. So, and this is it already. This means that you only needed to proceed like I've shown you on this second row. So you always start with a yarn over, and don't forget to add a yarn over in between stitches. And then you go look for the upturned V's and go insert the hook under both vertical bars of this upturned V. So this movement is from now on the same throughout the project. So what I will do now is I will work a couple of rows more in order to show you how this half double crochet looks in its texture, and then I will show you how to bind it off. So I will see you in a few minutes. So here I am back with you, and would you look at how neat this half double crochet stitch in Tunisian is. It is, I think, a mixture between the Tunisian simple stitch, the Tunisian rib stitch. It does look like a rib stitch, actually, doesn't it? I don't think it looks so much like a traditional half double crochet in regular crochet, but anyway, this is the name of the stitch, which I found. So how to bind it off? I would say once again, to bind it off, we will make it easier than the stitch itself, though, as you know, I like to bind off using the same stitch I used throughout the project, or at the end of the project. So what I would do now, I will bind off, inserting the hook under the upturned V's, just like before, but avoiding the yarn overs in between. So I will practically look for my upturned V, which is this one, yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. Once again. And this is how I will proceed until the end of the forward pass, which is in this case the only pass I have for finishing the row. Don't forget to always finish your bind off by making a neat closing stitch at the end and passing it through the one loop on the hook. In this way you have a fantastically neat corner here, as it is. This stitch is extremely quick and easy to do and memorize, in spite of its peculiarities. So once you learn it, it's no problem going ahead with it. I don't see any problems with this stitch being worked in the round, for example. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you want, you can go and take a look at my second channel. I will leave the link both in the description below and in the top right hand corner of your screen. It's completely in Italian, but with transcriptions. Okay, so if you want to go take a look at it, it's all dedicated on Tunisian crochet. but I've started it all over again from the start. So if you want to refresh your skills, you can go and take a look at them. Maybe I can explain something clearer as I have in my first channel here. So you can go and take a look at it. So this is it for now. Thank you again and see you next time. Bye-bye.